Alright, so today, I think... Oh yeah, we need the lore drop. Let's go to the library. And get big lore. As someone with probably ADHD, Barry is too ADHD for me. Good lord. One second. Yep. I remember this happening. Do-do-do. Alright, let's go. There's a book in that library that's well known for what it says. If you don't know, it's probably best you don't. Did I heal my Pokemon? No. Well, we have Fly now, so... not really problematic to go do. Did I also teach Strength? I did. There are some checks we can do. With the Strength ability, but... kind of feel like just progressing the story more, to be honest. And we still got the fucking Great Marsh to finish. You know what, to be honest, I might give a pass on that. I don't find the Great Marsh particularly great to navigate. If this was like Kid Me, I might be tempted to do it, but I just don't have that kind of patience. If I do it, it'll be later. I am not about to do that today. I still need to think about what I would call... Well... That's right. I think you get the... I was just trying to think about, like, Send-Off Spring. And I think... when you catch Giratina, I'm fairly confident he doesn't come with the Grisius Orb, which means... Does he say anything about what just happened? No. I think we gotta get it where he normally is in Diamond and Pearl. In the post-game. Which I'm not going to be doing, unfortunately. Unless, well, unless I get lucky and find it randomized. Well, it won't matter, because Giratina is going to be random anyway. Oh, no. You can hit Dark with normal, right? Yeah. Ooh. Okay, well... Shit. And that was a crit. We'll probably kill, but we'll have, like... It's gonna... Alright. I'm gonna speed through this. It's gonna take too long. I don't know what we'll need. We'll try 3. That was... Alright, I'm gonna just do this. And see if I can get a boost as well. If anything, I'd rather waste the power points on this. Okay, nice. I'm fine with that. Keep wasting it. Like, I might have to speed through this, because... when you get these kinds of setups, it's like... I don't think people want to be here 10 minutes watching me do this fight. Yeah, we're just going to speed up. I'm sorry, but... this is going to be miserable otherwise. Okay. That was fucking miserable. Dude, what is with this Sableye learning these giga powerful moves? Like, what the fuck? That's a good move, but I'm not switching up what I have, I think, at this point. I'd rather just keep return. Like, long-term investment, I think that's gonna be good. I think that's, what, 200 power? No, 200... was it 225 max happiness? I think that's really good, though. I think I have some Dragon Claw left. Surely this thing is not going to lock me into a fight I can't. Please. I had to get a 4 times boost to fucking attack, by the way. to kill that Darkrai. That thing has insane defense. Its attack's not even that good, to be honest, but whatever. I still think it'll be a good move once we get that far in. I don't think there are any items here. As always, I try to do all optional fights, though. So. Some people complain in Pokemon games about doing fights, but I'm like, brother, are you actually playing the game, then? Like, I'm gonna put some of these people on, like, a call-out here. Like, like, if you're doing AP, okay, I guess. But I feel like those people that always just complain about doing the fights, I'm like, why are you... I don't know, man. I'm just not... I don't really understand what you're doing playing the game. I don't know. Oh, dear. Every time I see this Pokemon, I'm just like, wow, I remember this thing. And then I remember hardly never seeing it, and then... You know what that mon sticks out from me, or for me the most? Is Pokemon Ranger Shadows of Almia. That's where I remember Hippowdon the most. That's where I remember that thing the most. Nowhere else. I remember that fucking sand temple just being, like, miserable. I hated that fucking place. Where you're doing that little maze in the fucking... Oh my god. I played that game, like, what? Has it been 10 years? At least? I don't know how long. It's been a while since I played that game. I never did Guardian Signs, but... I watched 3Dog play it a little bit. By the way, I don't know if you have been seeing him. He did like some big boss no save runs. He does Metal Gear stuff. Also, to remind you, by the way, you talked about RE4 Rando in Discord, but the problem with that is I already beat that file, remember? You would still need to finish what you had, or we'd have to have a whole new reroll if you wanted to do that. Or, alternatively, we could try and see if we can do separate ways rando. This thing is electric. Ghost? I don't think in Platinum it changes type. I don't think it's ice type yet. Let me flamethrower to confirm. Okay, no, it did change type. Where did I hear that from? Who told me that this was just misremembering shit? Yeah, there is in the setup. You can get one for the separate ways DLC. Although I don't know how. I don't know. What I will say is, if you set it up, I don't know. I can set up a file and share it with you. I'll have to look at the setup, because I don't want to do the one again where it changes like the terrain and shit. I feel like that was just too much. I don't know. I need to look at and see if there's a way as well to disable Mendez. I don't mind the big Mendez because he can die, but I definitely don't want to see like the normal Mendez. There were so many circumstances where he literally almost just completely ruined the game and made it impossible. Also, that same setup, by the way, as well, made it so that the guys who were trying, like, actually, you know, the waterhole room with the guys? I think that also buffed their HP for the guys up top. And to be honest, I would rather not soft lock anybody's game. And that's not even getting into the fact, dude, that like we had to troubleshoot like a custom-made bridge for no reason. So, you know, I would rather it just be random items, enemies, and that's it. Maybe we could do 2 times enemies again, but like I said, no fucking extra shit, because that's just bad. And I'll test it. I'll make sure that the starting weapon is not the fucking mine thrower. Because yeah, I don't really like that. Is there any more Team Galactic here? No. I don't know. I'll look into it. Do I have a Lepa Berry? I still feel like maybe we should do another. Well, okay, Mine Thrower's fine, but like the other weapon needs to be very good. That's like the problem. I'd rather just use an elixir if I got one. Okay, that's fine. I mean, if you think you can set it up, you can look at it when you have time. I mean, I don't know. I feel like a good handgun early on is pretty crucial, because that shit drops pretty easily. Also, when we set it up this time, you need to make sure that there's no like error messages or anything, so that it's installed properly. So that like when you're buying ammo from the merchant, it isn't miserable. Because I fixed that and it made the run a lot more bearable. I don't know. But I still think we should redo the run, because obviously you had to step away and you weren't able to do the run that you were working on. I mean, unless you want to finish it. But I think that maybe we should give the base game another go before we do separate ways, because I still feel like that was also just completely one-sided. I can't imagine as well you have much of DS2 left as well. You just did the room with the lantern, I believe. After the water hole, I think that's where you stopped. I don't think you got to the court. Well, you might have ended at the court. King Vendrick. And then you've got Yakuza as well, but I don't know if you want to just keep that on Discord. Wow, Heal Bell, what a meme. I'm just going to warn you as well, those souls that you get from these, like, big guys, do not use them. I don't know what they're called, but, like, the more of those souls you have, the easier, I think, a fight is. Is it against Vendrick? Vendrick is optional, as well as the Ancient Dragon. They're optional. And I'll be honest with you, from what I remember, Vendrick isn't that bad, but the Ancient Dragon is miserable. It's really not even worth it, in my opinion, to fight him. Is this water psychic? Golduck always fucks me up because I feel like this is one of those Pokemon that looks a type that it isn't. I'm just gonna poison it. Ooh, I'm dead. I am definitely dead. Wow, that thing didn't kill me somehow. That's kind of crazy. I'm gonna predict it though. Damn. I don't want the XP here. Shit. I mean, I'll heal. I want the level off this, if I can get it. When I was a kid, when Torterra learned Wood Hammer, I thought for some reason that was the coolest move ever. I mean, the Chandra is, like, very easy. I'm not saying that to be mean or, like, judgmental, but, like, if you died in a Chandra, I don't know. She's not that bad. Now, the one in the DLC that's like her, and I don't remember her name, that one can be hard. I remember trying to help some dude back in the day on Xbox 360 for like 3 hours on like co-op, and he still couldn't kill her. I'm assuming you're planning on doing the DLC, so I will say, before you beat the game, make sure you do the DLC. Well, actually, is Dark Souls 2 DLC post-game, or is that, can you do that before? Because I think in Dark Souls 1, you have to do it before you beat the game. A little skinny. Eat stones. Welp. That's rip. I would look into it before you progress, just to make sure how you do it. You could also give Dark Lurker a try if you're inclined. There's, I think like 3 fights you can do. Like, I know one's the Grave Robbers, and then I know there's the Dark Lurker. There might be a third, I don't remember. Those are optional, but I mean, you already did like Royal Rat Authority, so I mean. I would even say, hell, man, if you're so inclined, you could maybe even do Dark Souls 1 and 3 after you're done with 2. Try out the bro, like, everything here is hit zap cannon. What the fuck is going on with this, like, accuracy here? That's, like, insane. They're not missing it. Do you own Sekiro? Sekiro, man. You could try. I mean, you could try Stellar Blade, but you just watch me play through it, so maybe you wouldn't want to. The only thing good I can say, I did all I could in Sekiro. It is a good game. However, I think looking back on it, I kind of realized I just didn't have a good time playing it. I think I was just more frustrated than anything playing that game. Again, don't get me wrong. It felt rewarding killing the Demon of Hatred eventually, but you know, it... Or the Saint Ishin, but, like, it just... Milk drink? That's a move. But ultimately, I don't know, the only thing that I still say about the game that I genuinely did enjoy was its visual art direction. I think the game looked very nice, but... I don't know. Hold on, I think a cutscene was supposed to play. Give me a second. Let me look further in the lake. I feel like something was supposed to happen here. Unless they want me to go to the other lakes now. Okay. As I said when I beat Stellar Blade, I did think it was a good game. I like some of the, like, it felt unique. And even though sometimes the combat was kind of jank, I did like the game in the end. Before you lose your hairline. Yeah. Well, RE4 Rando will certainly accelerate your balding if you had it going on. I'm gonna go to the other lake and see. If this is where I'm supposed to go, because I don't remember. It probably wants me to go to Snow Point now, though. I don't know. Ah, no, I did have to go here. I'm forced to do the double battle here. Did you see the Subnautica Eula thing? And Nick was sitting there telling me to get the fucking game. Like, no, dude. Surf hit everything. Yeah, it does. I also could not be any less interested in it. Shadow Force. Yeah, now it's a problem. I know, people are always so willing to sign away their lives, and I guess now it's just too egregious. There's a little much too demand for the soul this time. You know what you could do? Just another idea, maybe. You could replay through The Witcher 3 all over again. Or maybe do the older games, like, maybe not 1, but you could try 2. Or 1. I don't know. Up to you. But you could play on the highest difficulty on 3. I'd recommend it. It was really fun. And considering that you finished the DLC and you didn't really remember anything. Quarter of the way through on Death March? I don't recall you doing that. I remember you doing Blood and Wine DLC, but then... Why not, but why not, I mean, save that far back to the beginning? Why not just start a new game, though? Well, I know, but I'm just saying if you want, like, if you felt like I need something else to stream, that's something you could do. You felt like it. Freezer build. Art spam is really good. Art is like one of the best things you can do. Although I loved using Quinn. I'm really excited for Witcher 4 despite all the fucking naysayers. I mean, look, they fucked up Cyberpunk. They've confirmed a second game. This might end up being the game I wanted to begin with. Maybe. But I'm not going to hold out hope for that. But with Witcher 4, I will say, CD Projekt Red's thing is fucking Witcher. If they fuck this game up, it's absolutely Jover. Like, if their bread and butter they fuck up, they can't be helped. I don't know. I don't know what to say. Yeah, man, if you look at the amount of hours I had, that was from start to finish doing every quest possible. And I looked up guides and everything. Like, that end time was when that was it. That was my run length. And I kind of don't want to play the game again just to extend that time. Like, that was a very special playthrough, honestly. As far as I'm aware, I don't even think they have a fucking release date for that game. Maybe they do. I don't know. Oh, this thing's dead. Even Rando Parasect is Rando Parasect. I was really hoping it'd prove me wrong. One second. I think someone's calling for me. That's fine. There are plenty of other games that I need to play anyway. The new Dragon Ball DLC drops next month, I think. It said summer. It might be late summer, but I'm kind of hoping it's next month. I'm coping. It's not gonna have thick fat. It's random. If only I could have Sludge Bomb. I'd even take Gunk Shot. I mean, that new indie Left 4 Dead looks interesting. I'll just have to see how it ends up. Could end up being very good, though. I'm very cautious with indie games. I know a lot of people like to just immediately praise it, but I don't know. It's locked, which is great. I know, dude, that's already gonna filter out so many people, which I'm fine with. Goodbye, split screeners. Goodbye. Oh, I played that game with my cousin one time, and then I'm an expert at the game for some reason. Brother, what are the odds? If this thing dies to poison, dude, does that count? Oh my god, it doesn't have it anymore. Well, it doesn't really matter because... Water Spout isn't dangerous at that health. I still need a last team member that's not Rhyhorn. For the end. Alright. Just don't hit myself. Outrage from a coin? And that hurt quite a bit. Please snap out of confusion. Thank you. Oh, good lord. I told Nick this, but honestly, the people that are, like, that hyped about that game, like, still... After everything they've been through, after all the shit, if you're still willing to be like, yeah, man, this is gonna turn the game around, I can't help you. I can't. I'm at the point where there's nothing I can say that will change your mind. Like, yeah, it might revive the game for those people for, like, maybe a couple of months, but after that, the game is gonna get right back to, I hate this game, and the stupid fucking videos where it's like, oh, why is this game not fun anymore? Like, well, it's because it's the same game. They just keep tricking you. It's different. The game's not different. Nothing changed. You all just keep eating the hook like Patrick and SpongeBob. Like, just stop eating the hook. I know. Like, at some point, you just gotta be like... It's like, you know what it's like? It's like those people that keep making those Minecraft videos expecting, like, why isn't Minecraft fun anymore? I don't know, dude, because you're 20 years older and you've grown out of it. This insistence upon living in the past. It's like, it's time to move on. Like, it's your own fault you don't like it anymore. Stop playing it. And yeah, I mean, that is what DVD banks on. But there's only so many licensed killers. I mean, Jason is like, you know, he's up there. He's up there. But outside of, like, the meme killers that are in, like, films that most people haven't seen, they'll be like, I don't know who the fuck this is. You know? Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think those are weirdly great horror movies, but most people aren't gonna know who the fuck who Blade is. Which, let's be honest, if they did have Puppet Master, it's going to be Blade. There's no one else it would be. Like, as great as... You know what would be pretty cool? I hate to say this because I don't want to give them ideas, but genuinely this would be cool. You know how Hellraiser had the ability to switch to chatter? It would actually be kind of interesting if it was all of the puppets, but, like, you could switch between each one. Like, that would be pretty interesting, actually. But, whatever. That's not happening, but that would be cool. Uh-oh, this thing's scary. It's dancing. Still, though, I mean, like I said, even if they drop Puppet Master tomorrow, I'm still not coming back to play it. Because fundamentally, the game hasn't changed, and neither have the devs. Again, it's like the whole reason I completely dodged 7 Days to Die. I was going to get the game. I was going to play it. But then they got bought out by Behavior, and then I said, I don't want this game anymore. Because I've learned my lesson. Give me the buff. Brother. This wolf is made of bees. You know the game has truly died if they add somebody like fucking Hello Neighbor or Slender Man. I see from time to time people are like, when are they gonna add Slender Man? It's just over, dude. It's over. Pack it up. It's fucking over, dude. And I know what people are going to say. Well, actually, he could be a really cool killer. You just got to find all the pages and then you completely ruin the killer. To the point where he can't do anything and he just fucking sucks. Defeating the... I mean, like, you know, every character has, like, a gimmick, but... I don't know. What would he do outside of, like... I don't know. I don't know. Alright, now the game wants me to go to Snow Point. Boo. Fuck Snow Point. I don't remember how to get here. I think I gotta go here. Yeah, because there were strength boulders. Coming soon, we're adding Shao Kahn from Mortal Kombat to DBD. I knew it was, you know what, I knew it was over when they had that stupid dating game that they did. If that wasn't an indication that they had, like, no more ideas. Isn't there a mart here somewhere? Oh yeah, it's like, whatever, it's like some kind of shop. Is it this place? It is not. It's this place, I think. For me to return to such a game like that, I would need a better lobby system. I would need a revolution to the gameplay. I would need pallets to actually work and not be phantom. Meaning that when I press space, it just works. Many of the maps need a redesign. You know what? I think a mode where you can all vote on perks to ban, I think would be a pretty good mode. Where you could ban certain perks. Yeah, that would probably be good. I would say. And that's just a few things I would need to see. There would have to be a lot, though. Like they would have to change a lot with the game itself, which I know they're not going to do. Which is why I'm not expecting ever to return to the game, so... And that's fine, because I've got other games to play. Why would you need to push this boulder? If there's... It's weird. Are you off today, by the way? Or do you... Are you... Well, yeah, that's right. I ask you that every time, and I forget you don't have a job. I literally... Like, every time I ask that same question. The one time I caught myself. Christ. I could get all this extra shit. Ugh. Okay, well... I mean, are you gonna stream today? You haven't streamed in a while, I don't think. Or maybe you have. Only been 3 days. Oh, this is the Feebass room. Well, your brain is messed up right now. I'm gonna reread that to you, but I just have to do myself room my shit. Can't be sitting around. You said my, but which my's do you need? English is hard. Even for me. I can't English either. Yeah, my dad was cutting the grass. I did do some yard stuff earlier, but I don't know. I've been kind of busy today. I did some stuff outside earlier before I streamed the second one, but oh wow, that's not the Grisiosaur, but let's get an encounter. I could do a fishing encounter here. Aerodactyl. I will catch it. It's a guaranteed catch. I'll get one fishing encounter. I don't have no super rod. Whatever. Not worth. There was a game lately you asked that I was playing it. Oh, Evil Within. I remember. That's what game you asked if it was worth getting. I still need to finish the second game. I don't know. I've just had other stuff on my mind. Oh my god, all these scarves, dog. Who's dropping all the scarves in here? Alright, Alright. Well, I'm probably going to be up until maybe 2 or 3 today, max. I think it was up till 4 yesterday. It's getting a little bit more reasonable. This is, I think, the Reggie Steel room. I'll get that item later. Stones might be good. Brother, what the fuck? All these scarves and stones, man. What's going on? Oh, good lord. Snowmail on the snow route. Well, now. I'll get a couple encounters, but then I'm gonna... then I'm gonna repel. Because this route is kind of annoying to navigate. Stressed and you just woke up. That's right, you just woke up and you need to go full force all in right now. That thing is paper. That animation is so unbelievably slow. I might be dead. Never mind. With that defense, I was like, surely. Wow, a Snover on this route. That's appropriate. I like Snover because it's one of those Pokemon that just... Was that sheer cold? Brother! What is with the theme? It's very thematic. The fuck? I don't know how you get up top on the route here. My allergies have been kind of spotty today. It was incredibly humid earlier, and it was making me dizzy. But now my nose is, like, messed up. I'm actually kind of surprised as well they haven't added the thing to DVD. Shredded Long Johns. That one animation, I just don't like the hail animation. It's just so slow. I don't know why I thought that move would be a good idea. I think I've decided maybe sometime this week I'll start Metroid Prime 4. I'll start recording it and see how it goes. If it's too bad and unplayable, then I'll just shelve it, but... Oh dear. Okay, that's fine. Because of a game? Oh, I said, I'm gonna probably start Metroid Prime 4 sometime this week. I'll start recording it and see how it goes. If it's, like, problematic and it has issues, then I'll just shelve it. Oh man, I'm sneezing a lot. My dad did just cut the yard grass as well, so that probably doesn't help. And the window's open. I'm not gonna bother checking for items on this route yet. I wish I had a psychic move. Stab gung shot. Welp, I am psychic. And it don't matter. Oy. I don't know how I missed that, but sure, go for the meme rock smash. Yeah, obviously I'm dead there. This thing has an answer for everything, doesn't it? Okay, thank you for that. I will have to fucking speed up every second. No, never mind. I forgot that tells me every turn. Oh dear. Just a can of lemonade just sitting out in the frickin' open. Roll it. Fuck your song. I will check this corner because there's likely something. Yeah. That's a good item. I'm not using it though.
Looks like there's a guy there. Yeah.
Just a random kid in this snowstorm. No big deal. Where are parents in this universe? Am I crazy for thinking water moves in the cold should turn into ice moves when it's hailing? Like, would that not make sense? Ooh, that is tempting. Do I ditch a move for buffs? I think I'd just rather have moves, man. If I need to buff, I'll just use an item. I use X items. It's a good move, though. Deep Sea Tooth. Well, I already have Huntail. Let me change my music. I think I still have a grass move on Huntail. That's fine. I think Signal Beam is neutral because it's also part flying. Zatu. Oh yeah, I should still use that. Ooh. Wow, I just switched into Silverwind. That's insane. Holy crap, this thing is tanky. Oh dear. Ugh. This area stinks. The music is so good, but that is the only good thing about this route. Oh, that's fantastic. There's a trainer here. Not Alolan Vulpix. Slowbro. No way, bro. Brother. I'm just gonna speed through this. I really do not like this route. It just slows everything down to a crawl. Oh yeah, drop the... Okay, well. Last TM... Or sorry, HM obtained. Not Ursaluna. Bear Arctic would make a lot of sense here. Fire Punch will kill me. That's the saddest Ursa ring I've ever seen. How's it going, D3? It's been a while, man. How's it going? Was locked into the fight. Yeah, we're trying to make our way to the lake. I was trying to find the word for it. I figured you were busy. I just assume that a lot of my viewers are busy on top of the fact that I stream at weird times frequently, so. Yeah, I like this gen, I just didn't, I don't know. I'm conflicted because I like a lot of the mons this generation added, but the area itself, like Sinnoh, I didn't really like. Like, there are some areas I like, of course, but like the slog through this area and then like, I don't know, going through Mount Coronet, just, it's not great. And this game is so dependent on HMs too, as well. Whereas like Black and White don't really force you, I think you're forced to use cut one time at the Dream Yard. I think outside of that, you're not required to use HMs in Black and White 1. I think. I might be wrong. I think Black and White 2, though, requires HMs. Maybe. Alright, let's go fight the rest of the optionals. Oh. Yeah, well, this girl could have fun with that. This woman actually ran out of electricity and she's pretending. I did, correct. I just hit affiliate recently, actually. Well, the ability to set it up, I should say. I still need to get, like, the appropriate information, do, like, a tax interview and all that kind of shit, but... yeah. I was kind of worried I might lose my goal, or, like, I might lose it if I wait long enough, but... from what I have heard... once you have hit the goals, it just stays unlocked, so... I don't have to rush it, I guess. And I think I've been... I mean, I don't know. I didn't really think it was, like, a feasible goal until maybe last year. I was kind of thinking, oh, well, it was 1 out of 3. Because back then it was 1 out of 3, but they changed it to 1 out of 4, I think. Because I remember telling everybody it's 1 out of 3 constantly. But then... I don't know, the Hitman streams just kind of really started to blow up. I don't know if it was timing or because people really enjoyed watching the Hitman stuff that I was doing, but... yeah, one of my VODs had like 82 viewers. It was pretty crazy for me. I couldn't really believe it. The internet gods and the stream gods aligned where I didn't have any scuff that stream and it went well. To be fair though, that was a 6-hour stream, which I normally don't do, and I have a feeling that that contributes to it. It's just weird for me because I wish I could do longer streams, but lately I have just been so, like, busy with, like, outside shit. I don't have a job or anything, but, like, health, and I've got a lot of stuff I gotta deal with. My brother has a wedding this year that we're still figuring out. I've been doing cleaning stuff, helping friends with stuff. It's just been hectic. I think probably what set me back for a while there was I had COVID and then I had a pancreas attack. That, like, fucked me up for, like, 2 or 3 weeks-ish. But I'm fine now, so... Holy Snorlax. Don't para me. I also, you know, feel like I could do a lot better as well if I just notify people in the Discord that I'm streaming. And I just keep forgetting. Like, to be more specific, I guess. I got... So... Because you haven't been here for a while, so I'll give you the rundown. April 20th was my birthday. Like, actually. I know a lot of people joke about it. I don't really like that that's my birthday, but it is what it is. I had planned to take a week off of streaming to go hang out with my mother, who also coincidentally had her vacation days. So she took a break too. So we were going to go out and do some shit. However, the day I took the break, I was hit with really, really bad insomnia. Really bad insomnia. That lasted like 3 days. And during one of those days, though, since we had planned to go out and eat, I had to go out and do stuff on like 2 hours of sleep, which wasn't good. And I believe I got COVID from going to a diner that we went to because I felt iffy about halfway through. And once I got to my brother's house, I was dizzy. I mean, I was dizzy, I was not feeling well, chest palpitations, like the whole deal. But I got to see my brother's house for the first time, so that was still worth it. But, when I got home, I started having really bad brain fog, and this time it was so bad, I literally was not able to read. Like, the damage it dealt to my... Like, I'm not even... When I say I can't read, like, I mean it. I could not read. Like, anything like a paragraph length, I couldn't do. I could do, like, maybe a 7-word sentence. And it's not like mechanically I didn't understand the words or anything. It was just like... How do I describe it? It was like... My brain would try to read faster than I can handle, and I would, like, jump around out of order. And it was just confusing. So I had to deal with that, and it recently got better when the long COVID stopped. But just as soon as that ended, because I've been dealing with gallstone attacks because, lucky me, and bad acid reflux, and during one of those attacks, my pancreas inflamed, and I had pancreatitis. So I had to fast for like a day and a half. That wasn't great. And it dehydrated like the fuck out of me. So... Yeah, nature is like really hell-bent on like putting me down for some reason. And... I don't know. I'm still here, I guess. But I have a sneaking suspicion that I am diabetic now. Because I have some of the symptoms of diabetes, and I had a history of pre-diabetes. Yeah, it's bizarre because it's like... Here's how I describe it. It's like if you've... And I'm not saying this to be gross, but it's just the best way I can describe it, and I know everybody's had this experience before. It's like if you have to fart really badly, but it's like you have trapped gas, and so your stomach cramps. Okay, but that's an entry to it, right? So it's like that, but the pain is also it's in your stomach, but it's also like your bottom right. Like I'm facing my screen, it's like my bottom right, where the pancreas is. And the worst of it, though, what makes it hurt the most is it refers pain to your upper back. And that hurts a lot. Like a lot. It hurt worse than when I broke my hand. The worst attack I had. Like, it was very bad. And I'm not saying this, I mean, I usually don't cry with pain, but that was like, I was so close to going to the hospital. And I should have, but because I'm in America, I can't do that. But I knew better, and I understood that what was making it worse for me is if I eat spaghetti or anything like ketchup-based. I can't eat spaghetti anymore. I can't eat curry. I can't eat curry, I can't eat spaghetti. I can have a little bit of ketchup on a burger, that's fine. But I can't, anything like high in potassium, I can't do. I can't, no. It's not the noodle, but it's the sauce. Macaroni and cheese is fine. I can do macaroni and cheese. But yeah, no, when I was having my attacks, what I did was, obviously fasting was what you have to do. You have to do it. But when I started to feel better, you got to start off carefully. So what I started drinking was ginger ale, and I was just eating home flatbread sandwiches. And, you know, after fasting for a whole day, those are the best damn sandwiches I ever ate. Now, I used to fast all the time, once a week. I used to do it. So, it wasn't like it was something where it was like, oh my god, this is really gonna suck. I just hadn't done it in a while. But, in fact, when I was pre-diabetic, fasting did help me, actually. Where a nurse, I told the story about the nurse who was like so adamant about my diabetes never going, or like getting better, pre-diabetes. And she was really mad when I returned, and she was like, oh, why is your levels normal? And she was like mad that she couldn't get me on metformin and shit. Again, I do want to say that I do largely trust medical advice for the most part. But you better damn well believe that there is a market in the medical industry in America where if you have one problem, they just want to get you on like 50 other things to just med you down. Like my mom had a stroke twice. First one went unnoticed, but she's fine now. No lasting damage. That happened like a while ago. Like maybe a year ago. And obviously she had to take blood pressure meds, right? But they were also trying to make her do this, like, other shit that had no like, take medicine for shit that didn't really matter. Had no relation to any of it. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, I'll give you an example. I've talked about this, but I was trying to engage in... Basically, I was trying to figure out how much something would cost for legal reasons. And I've talked about this story, and I'm not afraid to share it because I don't know. It's just how it is. But when I was very young, I'll just run through this story really quickly because I've told it before. When I was like maybe 11 to 14, somewhere around there, I've always had OCD. It's not really a problem now that I'm 31. It did get better with my age, thankfully. My mom was right. But, at the time, there was some backdoor shit that they were trying to do with ADHD diagnoses, where they were trying to push doctors to give ADHD diagnosis to people that didn't have it, so they could push people on experimental drugs, and they got paid behind the scenes. And one of those drugs that I took was, a female hormone. Had estrogen in it. And back in this time period, they didn't have to tell you what was in the drug. So because of that, my chest doesn't look manly, to put it bluntly. I get mistaken for a woman all the time. I mean, I'm fine with that. It doesn't bother me. But I'm saying, I guess I'm not mad at what happened. I'm mad because they lied to me. They used me, and that was my issue, is they just didn't tell me. But, I mean, I've had many of these experiences where I'm trusting somebody, especially doctors, and, like, I have more experiences. I've told about when I had to get 26 stitches in my hand. They were more concerned about where I lived and my insurance than actually stitching me up when I'm sitting there bleeding out. Didn't give a fuck about me. Tried to give me to sign a fucking document with my limp hand. Shitty experience. There was a doctor, a therapist for my OCD that told me he didn't want to see me anymore because he just didn't like me, pretty much. He told me to leave. Because I kept missing appointments because I had a lot of shit going on. Doctor place refused to see me anymore. What else? I've been victim blamed by a lot of my doctors in the past for my OCD, where they told me I wasn't trying, and it's basically like telling a PTSD person, like, oh, you're not trying to forget your trauma. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that. Like, I had, let's see what else. There was something else that happened. What was it? I don't remember. But, like, I have the diabetes thing that I just talked about. Like, I have so many of these experiences where I have just been abused by doctors. And so, naturally, I don't trust any of them. I think the only doctors I genuinely trust are surgeons. And I'm not saying therapy doesn't work for others. I know and have heard stories it helps. But I don't trust therapists at all, in any stretch. I just don't. I can tell you I have not had a single good experience with a therapist in my entire life. And to be fair, it could be because, I'm 31 and the times I grew up in were not great. And, I told my mom, because my mom has OCD too. In my mom's case, her dad and mother didn't know what was wrong with her. But they still supported my mother. But it wasn't something that she could go to the doctor for. And to be honest, with all of my negative experience with the doctor, I genuinely probably would have preferred to be in her situation where nobody knew what the fuck was wrong. Because then people weren't trying to make it worse. So I don't know. But again, obviously my experience isn't everyone's. It's a strange thing though, because you would expect someone like me who's been through the whole fucking terrible shitstorm, my opinions on some things, but no. I'm I'm definitely pro-vaccine. Definitely. I'm very glad I've been vaccinated. Very fucking glad. Especially with this rise of what's the was it measles? In my case, what helped me the most was just me sorting my own shit out. But that's probably because I had no other choice. So, I mean, you know, I don't know. Unfortunately, as is with my life, I've had to do a lot of things on my own. Which I wish I didn't have to. But it's just how it is. I mean, it's okay. It's not okay, but it is okay. Oh, I am poisoned. I gotta sneeze. Ugh, fuck this humidity, man. Humid and grass my dad just cut. Oh my god, my nose. Got the sniffles now. I don't know. I'll tell you what, though. Let me drink some water. I put a lot of that shit behind me. I try not to think too much about the past anymore. Just move forward. And despite all the trouble I've been through lately, I mean, for the most part, health-wise, it has gotten better. I've dropped 16 pounds. I'm not obese, but I am overweight. Not by a lot. However, I have been immensely stressed out. Oh, I can't gloss over the fact I had a stroke, too, lately. That wasn't fun. It only lasted like a minute, though, but... I'm fine, though. Maybe like Monday? Wait, what is it today? It's... No, not Monday. It wasn't last Monday, was it? It was a couple days ago. My face felt numb, and then my right arm was, like, slightly numb. Yeah. It didn't last long, though. It was like a minute, so... But I had to be very careful for, like, the next few days, just to watch and make sure nothing happened. My whole, like, hand coordination was fucked up. Yep. Well, because in our family, we have a family history of really, really bad blood pressure. Really bad. Really bad. My mom, when she had a stroke, I think she said her blood pressure was 220 or some shit. So, and they had to medicate her, and it took her a long time, even with medication, to get it down. It wouldn't go down. Like, the blood pressure in our family is not good. And honestly, after that, I'm like, okay, I need to, like, reassess, like, some shit in my life. Like, I need to just avoid shit that just stresses me out. And I hate to be a political Andy here for a moment, but with everything going on politically and the game shit, where, like, the ID verification shit and all that shit, That shit's gonna, I don't know, man. I want to be around another 10 years, but man. I mean, again, I will say, my biggest fear is heart failure. That is my biggest fear. And it's something that I have worried about since my 20s. Yeah, I get that. I get that, man. My mom's working more, too. I get that. I get it. I lived on 1 HP just to die to the snow. Jover. My whole thing in life is, I mean, like, you know, some people have heard my political rants, and I don't want to be that person that's just going on political rants as much anymore, unless it's like involving video games. But, like, I was one of those people that just wanted to play his video games and just be left alone. That's all I wanted. I didn't need anything else. Like, but then people started telling me, like, how I can enjoy my video games, and then now it's like, you know, it's like my mom's generation. It was like, oh, you can't, you know, those violent, you know, music. They're listening to violent music, and now it's violent video games when I was a kid. Now it's, you know, it's like just constantly, like, God damn it, just let me play my games, let me use my computer in peace. Please. Why can't I just do that? Like, I'm one of those motherfuckers that if I could, I would be in the forest just fucking off doing my own thing. Like, like, because of my health difficulties, like, I don't have a state ID. I don't have a driver. Like, I don't have a state ID. I don't have a bank. I don't have any of that. I don't know my SSN. I don't know any of this shit. Yes, you know, and again, I'm trying to look into that shit. But, like, and I didn't complain about any of that. I understood the hand life gave me. But, you know, it's like, I don't have that many things that I do in life. So it stings especially worse when it's like the one thing I have. No, now I can't even do that in peace now. And, you know, I've had people in the past tell me, oh, well, Brooks, your opinions might alienate people. And honest to God, I'm just going to say it, because I'm pretty sure you know where I stand at this. I was more libertarian growing up. I was a communist at one point. I'm a leftist now. With some socialist leanings. But, and you know, I'm tolerant of a lot of shit. And I'm willing to have conversations with people that disagree with me. But I'm just gonna say it. At this fucking point, if you're still one of those, like, pro-Trumpers, I can't help you. I genuinely... I can't help anybody there. Because it's at the point where it's like, if I don't say anything, it's also my fault. You know what I mean? Like, if I don't talk about it, it's my fault. You know? And it is what it is. Unfortunately, I mean, like, it's one thing to have, like, a political disagreement, but it just seems to me that MAGA's whole belief system is to just, like, their whole modus operandi is, I want to be an asshole, I want to destroy everything, and fuck everyone else. And I'm sorry, that... And that's not even getting into, like, being called, like, fascist or anything like that. That's not even touching any of that. Just on the basis of, like, the behavior. When you're voting just to make one group's life harder, or many groups, like, you need to reflect on who you are as a person. Like, that's all there is to it. People need to take accountability. You know? I think I can teach default, or get rid of default now. And again, I try not to go on these, like, huge, you know, fucking political rants anymore, but, you know, still. And I try to be as polite as I can be. You know? I don't want to be one of those people that's just constantly down people's throats about shit I believe and whatnot. And, you know, I don't want to be one of those people. I'm not one of those hyper political Andes. I'm not Hassan Piker. You know? My stream isn't supposed to be about politics. I definitely don't agree with him on some points, by the way, if you're wondering. But that is what it is. Can I tell you every single position he has? No, because I don't watch him that much. But some of the shit I've heard, I don't really know. But I'm not a political channel. I don't want to be. Everybody has political opinions. Every single person does. And I'm sure the people that have stuck by me probably know what I think by now. Or, if they really do want to hear my opinions, they can go to Blue Sky, where I, all the time, bitch and complain on there. And people can see exactly what I'm posting in regards to that kind of stuff. You know, I try to have a place for that. Because, like, for me, I understand that when people come home from work, they want to relax. They don't, you know, they don't want to have to face these issues head on. They will dedicate their own individual time to do that, if they so choose. I don't need to constantly remind everybody about the ills of the world. You know, and I'm not going to pretend that I have any answers for anything either. I'm not going to sell myself short, but I'm not going to overhype myself either. I don't think I've got some, like, amazing, super awesome strategy. You know. to deal with that. And it is kind of frustrating sometimes with social media. It's like, I don't know, using it, but I definitely don't. I don't want to use Twitter anymore. That's for damn sure. I'm gonna go to Snow Point first. There's this kitten that wants on my lap constantly, just to step on my keyboard, but then she doesn't do anything else. She's looking at the keyboard, wants to step on it. Why? Why must you touch this thing? What is the point of this? Oh! No! Get down. You can't be up here. No. Horse kitten cam. I'm starting to think this area wasn't randomized for some reason. Alright, I'm gonna talk to the NPCs, and then I'm probably gonna save and end. Potentially. I don't know, maybe I'll do something else. I don't know, I gotta think about it. I will say, though, despite all of that, as much as I would like to play games more often, there's not really too much I'm looking forward to be honest, when it comes to this year. I think the only thing I'm really excited for is the Sparking Zero DLC, but one second, I gotta get some food. Dang. That my dad was calling for me. Playing old DS games? Not too familiar with what that is. I mean, I get what you say it does, but... Dude, another Icemon. What the fuck? Is that random? Okay. I'm looking for Sludge Bomb. Let me teach Sludge Bomb. I don't have any shards. Whatever. I mean, just to spit off some things that I have planned. Like, I'm streaming Wind Waker right now, finally. I was going to try Metroid Prime 4 off-stream in recording because I heard it still has issues. And if there are problems, I will edit it. I have Haunting Grounds that I'm going to be playing at some point. I have Remothered Tormented Souls I gotta get to. Like I said, Sparking Zero DLC coming out sometime in the summer, which I'll be checking out for sure. Very excited for that. I can't continue the Cyberpunk thing because I need to get the Phantom Liberty DLC to get the ending I want. Because that series is a one and done, and I'm only getting the ending I want and then being done with the game. So I had to put that on hold. In the far future, there's Witcher 4, which I'm very excited about. Yeah, you mean, yeah, I saw, Phil check that out. Was it Phil? No, ZFG. I saw ZFG, uh, do that. I watched him play the PC port. Oh, so I can still continue that. Okay. I want to, obviously, I'm gonna, yeah, there is. There absolutely is. It's great. There's, like, a lot of nice stuff on it, too. I'm excited for Witcher 4, though. I know a lot of people are kind of, I don't know. I'm interested in it. And then we've got the RE9 DLC that's going to be coming out at some point, which is great. If the leaks are to be believed, it's probably going to be... I don't know. I told my friend it would be nice if it was Chris and Ada. But, it doesn't matter who it is. I'm so ready to play that as well. Is there anything else? I'm still working on The Evil Within 2. And from what I have seen... Oh, this is actually good news for Stellar Blade 2. So, if you didn't know, I did just finish that game, D3. But I was reading that the next one isn't going to be locked to PlayStation, so... I know that's, like... I don't know, I think it's... I enjoyed the first game, though. Despite all the... iffiness on it. So that's another game I'm going to be checking out at some point. And the Neo 3 DLC. Do I just do the gym today? Fuck it, I might as well. Uh-oh, we have children's puzzles. Outside of that, though, my friend told me about this Left 4 Dead indie game that's coming out or being worked on. And I don't remember what it's called. Oh shit, I'm giga slow now. Never mind. Tack drop. Oh no, the heckin' Yumta, dude. It's over. I played the Wii U version of Twilight Princess. That was the one I played. Safe Inside. That is the game. Witchy hat. I am dead, as I am Pharaoh. by the way, Will, if you want to see RE4 Rando, because we were talking, me and my friend were talking about doing RE5 Randomizer at some point, but we're probably going to do another RE4 Rando because he had to move and shit was messed up. But by the way, Will, Pharaoh does streams of RE4 Rando sometimes, which you could go watch if you want. I cannot get this buff to save my life. Damn, dude. Oh my god, every time Sableyes out, there's just some Mon that has like this ridiculous healing ability. Like, it's actually insane how often that happens. I have to heal. 4 hyper potions left. Holy shit. That would have killed if it hit, bro. I am just getting giga cucked by RNG, man. Unbelievable. I might have to speed through this fight because it's just obnoxious. Okay. Good lord. Just get all these trainers out of the way. Oh, wow! Every time I hear a Pokemon cry, I always hear either help me or something else. Every time. This thing is like insanely slow. I might leave the gym once I beat all the trainers to buy more stuff. I know I'm not dead. That's actually genuinely shocking. I did not want to use the iron. Trying to get experience on the Firo first, because that's the thing that's most likely to die. Really? It's the dark origin of Pokemon Curse. Matt Pat will make a video, I'm sure, about, you know, some kind of theory or whatever. Does he even still make videos? Oh dear. Ow. Not Map Pat. Chat, I got it. Crobcat will make another video on this. And it'll somehow have RE4 in the video as well. Because for some reason he can't. He has such an issue with that game. That's actually good. But for some reason, the third game he had nothing to say about. Unbelievably. That's kind of weird. Deliberately trying to fight trainers sometimes is hard. I watched Avalanche's review video, him talking about, like, responding to that. Well, I'm dead. Died to Bigly Woo. Mega Tangrowth is just a larger Tangrowth. Imagine. It's just more vine. I am not gonna get countered today. Here comes the magic coat. This animation is so slow. Oh, look at that! Another healing move. I'm just gonna spam defense drop. Well, I can just signal beam. That works. think I've got, like, maybe one more trainer to beat. These damn children's puzzles. Shit. Which one do I need to hit specifically for this? Oh, probably... No. No, not this one. Oh, from the left side here. No, actually. Yeah, it's gotta be that one up there. Okay. Yeah, I probably gotta get there from above. I might as well just attempt the gym. Because I have a feeling the puzzle's gonna reset if I leave. Brother, what is this music I'm listening to? This is not it. Wowie wow. Alright. Now we buff. I gotta go to the Martin. Buy more of these. This thing is setting up something like Giga Nasty. I just have a feeling. I'm gonna do one more X speed. String shot. Second X speed required. It's faster than me. Interesting. Let's go physical Alakazam. Ooh. Well, ain't that just fan-fucking-tastic? Dude, the stall, what is going on? Okay, 40 damage. It's not great. Oh my god. Well, it's over for Alakazam. I just gotta stay in, hope I outspeed. Okay, that's fine. Pizza! Give me another bug or grass. Fish. It's... Get fucked. That's what you get for that greed. Absolutely filthy greed. That's right. I'm the winner and you're the loser. That's what you get. I need to go shopping again. My money! Where is Poke Center? Here it is. Someone just left a Slowpoke in here. How could you do this? A Slowpoke? It's a Psyduck. Brooks, please. Alright, let's look at this Aerodactyl. Alright, let's see. Ooh, paper defense. It's fast, it's got good attack. Yeah, I mean... It's okay. Oh, that thing's unusable. Bad defense and special defense. It's literally the same stat. Good lord. If I don't see anything better, I might use that for E4. Instead of, obviously, the Rhyhorn. I will have to see. Stable mulch. I found poo. Let's go. Literal shit obtained. Classic saving a lot of data. Mr. Data. Save right now. Alright. So, next time we should be able to finish this. I think we gotta do the galactic segment, and then we gotta go to Spear Pillar, I think. I believe that's what happens. Fairly certain. And then Sunny Shore, and then the 4, and then GG. Not much left in the game. Never seen it take this long to save, yeah. Gen 4 saving. Quite the doozy. Alright, I'm gonna end stream here. What is it today? It's Monday, right? What is it? You know, it's Tuesday. I think tomorrow we're playing Left 4 Dead 2. I'm fairly certain. Got one more campaign I need to play. Let me look. No, I'm off tomorrow. Yeah. Okay, Thursday we're doing Left 4 Dead 2. See, this is why I write the schedule down, because I can't fucking remember anything. Alright. I will see you all Thursday, unless I do, like, an extra stream. Peace.